So what's up, everybody? Today is an exciting day for me. I'm riding over to Motorcycles of Dulles. They have an FTR 1200 in stock on the floor, baby. I want to go take a look at it. I've seen a million pictures of this bike. Watched a bunch of first rides. Chase on Two Wheels just did one that I watched yesterday. It's pretty awesome. He did it for Repzilla. Like I said, I've seen a million pictures of this bike, but from what I understand, you really got to see this bike in person to appreciate it. Say a lot of the details, like with the paint and stuff like that, you just can't really make out in pictures. So I'm gonna cruise over here, check it out in person, get some good pictures of it for my Instagram account. Hell, if I could talk them in to let me take it for a ride, that would be awesome too. I'd love to take that thing out, get that on video. I don't know, if I tell them I'm going to put it on YouTube, they might let me. I mean, I got a strong 20 subscribers, so, you know, they might go ahead and bow to my authority. So anyways, Motorcycles of Dulles, it's a pretty cool dealership. I've been here one time before, when they first opened up the Indian side of things. They opened up the Indian side after I'd bought mine from Twig Cycles over in Hagerstown. Now, I love Twig Cycles. They're amazing. This place is pretty cool too. They got some good people in there. Aside from Indian, they have Triumph, they have Royal Enfield, BMW. They have the Zero electric motorcycles in there as well. So, real cool place to go in and look around and see some other manufacturers. So, yeah, man, I'm excited about this. Hopefully I can get on it and take it for a ride, but I'll definitely get some good pictures of it and tell you what I think after seeing it in person. I believe this is my turn. Oh shit, I'm supposed to exit right. Shit. That is where I was supposed to turn. Here we are, Motorcycles of Dulles.
You've arrived. Destination is on your right.
Alright, so here we are. I'm going to go in here and check this place out. See if I can get a good shot of the FTR. Alright, so I'm leaving Motorcycles of Dulles. It was a successful trip. I was able to see the FTR 1200. I'll tell you about that. I was able to get me a new pair of gloves. Hopefully I'll be happier with this pair of Indian gloves than I am the last pair. I did not like the pair that I got last time at all.
Turn left on Quicksilver Drive.
Of course, my GPS tells me to turn left as I'm turning right. But oh well. So I give you my thoughts on the FTR 1200. So they had the base model. They didn't have the FTR 1200S like I was hoping. Base model's still pretty awesome though. It was really cool to see it in person.
Turn right on Old Ox Road.
Definitely worth checking it out. I did not take it for a ride. Not because they wouldn't let me, but because my feet don't touch the ground. And I don't like that. I'm hesitant on test driving anything that,
Turn right on Old
number
Ox
one,
Road.
that I can't afford. Number two, especially a new bike. That I'm not really familiar with. Especially if I can't touch the ground, that's just crazy. So, I tell you though, the bike is bigger than I expected it. Much, I mean, like in the aspect of being taller. So I'm certainly not tall by any means. I am 5'6", 5'7" on a good day, and I went and I sat on it, and I mean, if I was riding it, I could do a tippy toes. If I got to a red light or a stop sign or something, I could tippy toe it and be just fine. It's not like I'd fall over or anything, but it was not a real comfortable tippy toes stance. You know, I've been on bikes before where I can't touch all that well. Like I said, I'm a short guy. It's not all that uncommon, but that was certainly a stand on the tippy tip top of my toes just to keep the bike up. So they would have let me take it for a ride, but I didn't want to. Last damn thing I want to do is drop it. So sadly, you know, for me, not that I'd want to get rid of this bobber. I plan on keeping it forever, but the FTR is just not a bike for me because it's too tall. I was talking to the sales lady, and she was saying they may come out with like a reduced reach seat or something like that in the future, but honestly, I don't see what all they could do. The gas tank's right under the seat, so they can't lower it too much, you know, unless they make the seat thin. But then, good God, it's going to be like sitting on a piece of cardboard, really uncomfortable. The only thing I could think of to do would be to lower the rear shock. Lower the rear shock about an inch or so would have made a pretty big difference for me, but then you're giving up performance and comfort as well. But yeah, man, a real cool bike. I'm real glad I got to see it. The detail on it's really awesome. Even though this was just the base model, the paint's beautiful. Everything about the bike is beautiful. With the two exceptions about the bike that I don't think is beautiful. One, the giant exhaust. I'd have to do something about that. You know, they do offer, I guess, a kind of aftermarket exhaust that you can put on it, but really it doesn't do much as far as size is concerned. The size is roughly the same, it just sounds better. So that would definitely be something I'd have to do. Change out that exhaust once the bike's out for a while and the aftermarket comes out and catches up. There'll be, I imagine, a real good selection of aftermarket exhaust for that bike. And number two thing that I'd have to change is those mirrors, and that's something that a lot of people say that review the bike, is that the mirrors just look dorky. I'd have to get something that wrapped them around underneath or something like that would be kind of cool. But other than that, man, those two things, the bike's beautiful. I mean, hell, this bobber, when I bought it, first thing I did was switch out the exhaust because the exhaust was just retarded. The exhaust was just way too big and didn't have much sound to it at all. So yeah, I totally had to change it out. So yeah, man, real cool bike, I think. I think it's definitely worth checking out if you're not vertically challenged like I am. Definitely be a good bike to take for a spin. And hell, that's a bike I would like to have. It's just I'm too short for it. But I'd say, man, if you're like 5'9", 5'10", the bike probably fit you perfectly. You know, where me on this bobber, I can comfortably flat foot and be really comfortable at stoplights. It would be tough for me to own a bike where I was tippy-toed. Which there's a lot of bikes like that. A lot of the sport bikes are just real tall. Not for me. I am not made for... Yes, this is going to wrap it up. Going to be kind of a short video since I didn't actually get any footage of me riding the bike, and I don't have a GoPro, so it's not like I could go in the dealer with the GoPro and do some video footage of the bike. I'll throw some pictures up so you can see it. Like I said, the detail's not going to come through in the pictures. You really got to go see that bike in person. It's a beautiful bike, and boy, if I was taller, I really wish I could have given it a ride. Would have been a fun ride. So until next time, everybody, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you like content like this, give me a subscribe. I'd appreciate it. So it keeps me motivated to make videos. I'm not real good at it, but it's kind of fun. I do it because I like it. Yeah, man, thanks for tuning in. Stay safe, everybody. I'll see you on the next one.